Have you ever heard of the legendary carp leaping over the Dragon Gate? It's not just a beautiful tale from ancient China. It's a symbol of perseverance, transformation, and triumph over adversity. It's a story of courage, unity, and the moment when hard work turns into magic. Stick with us as we dive into this inspiring legend, where the impossible becomes possible, and a humble carp transforms into a mighty dragon.
In the deep, ancient waters of the East China Sea, there lived a colorful school of carp, including golden-backed carp, white-bellied carp, and gray-eyed carp, among others. One day, they received thrilling news. King Yu was looking for the best of their kind to leap over the legendary Dragon Gate and become its guardian. The news spread like wildfire, and all the carp were excited, eager to try their luck. They decided to swim upstream, heading toward the Dragon Gate. However, this unprecedented journey was not an easy one. Many of the fish quickly gave up due to the rushing waters and various obstacles in their path. The gray-eyed carp, struggling to breathe through the murky river water, was forced to turn back. But the golden-backed carp and the white-bellied carp didn't back down. They teamed up, swimming in a long, tight line, fighting against the wind and waves, continuing upstream day and night. Finally, on a sunny afternoon, they reached the foot of Dragon Gate Mountain. Standing there, all the carp were struck with awe by the magnificent view before them. Towering cliffs reaching into the clouds, steep and imposing. The yellow river flowing through the middle like a giant dragon, with massive whirlpools and waves forming an enchanting, mystical scene. At the top of the mountain stood a 100-foot-long stone dragon, its head raised toward the sky, as if ready to soar. In this magical setting, the carp were filled with awe and wonder. They asked King Yu for permission to leap over the mysterious Dragon Gate. King Yu, smiling, replied, "Carp and dragons are of the same kind. Those who can leap over the Dragon Gate will transform into dragons and become the guardians of the gate." Excited by the possibility of transformation, the carp gathered all their strength and leapt toward the Dragon Gate. Despite jumping more than a yard above the water, they all lost their balance and fell back into the river. Undeterred, they practiced harder. After 49 days of effort, the carp were able to jump as high as 70 feet. But they still couldn't leap over the 100-foot Dragon Gate. At this point, King Yu, seeing their perseverance, smiled and said, "A single chopstick is easily broken, but 1,000 chopsticks together couldn't move a mountain." Inspired by King Yu's words, the golden-backed carp had an epiphany. What the king means, it said, is that we must work together. Only by uniting can we succeed. If we try to leap on our own, we may never make it. The other carp nodded in agreement. The golden-backed carp then said, "I have an idea. Let's try the backleap method. I will jump first. When I reach the highest point, another carp can jump onto my back, and together, we can leap even higher. Maybe then we can make it over the Dragon Gate." The golden-backed carp volunteered to be the first to try the backleap. It jumped with all its might, reaching a height of 49 feet. The second carp followed closely, jumping onto its back and leaping again. They came closer to the goal, but were still 2 feet short. At that moment, King Yu waved his hand, and a strong wind helped the carp soar over the Dragon Gate. Seeing this, the other carp followed suit, working together to leap over the Dragon Gate, one by one. Eventually, all the carp succeeded except the golden-backed carp. Just then, a powerful current suddenly crashed into the giant stone in front of the Dragon Gate, sending massive waves into the air. The golden-backed carp, with its unyielding determination, took advantage of the current to leap to the wave's peak. It then flicked its tail with all its strength and soared into the sky. It flew over the Dragon Gate and gently landed on top, instantly transforming into a golden dragon. King Yu, amazed by the sight, quickly took out a colorful brush and gently touched the golden-backed carp's head. In an instant, the carp transformed into a golden dragon, soaring majestically in the sky. King Yu happily commanded the new dragon to lead the other carp in guarding the Dragon Gate and protecting this magical land. From then on, the story of the carp leaping over the Dragon Gate became a classic symbol in Chinese culture. Since ancient times, the Han City area near the Yellow River has had a strong cultural atmosphere. Many successful candidates in the imperial examinations and ambitious individuals use the phrase "the carp leaps over the Dragon Gate" to describe their achievements and breakthroughs. Today, in Longmen Town, where the Yellow River's Dragon Gate is located, a large statue of the carp leaping over the Dragon Gate stands on the streets, becoming a local landmark. Many people also refer to success as leaping over the Dragon Gate. This statue symbolizes effort and breakthroughs. The story of the carp leaping over the Dragon Gate is not only a beautiful legend, but also carries a deeper message. Through effort, persistence, and unity, one can eventually break through limitations and reach greater heights. This story continues to inspire generations, motivating countless people to pursue their dreams and surpass their own limits.